Hey, Joel.
Sam's effort tonight.
I thought there were some really good things. I thought the throw to Terrace, they went to cover two, found the middle read. It was awesome. I thought some of the plays he made on third down were great. Good to see him making some plays with his feet. Wasn't happy with the ball that they called and incomplete. That's not what we need. We're in field goal range. So I think he needed to get out there and play. I think he moved the ball again. It's just some of those second and ones and third and ones, fourth and ones. We didn't execute. Some of those we called. We wanted to see, hey, can we put the ball in his hands on fourth and one? Instead of line. We wanted to give him that situation. Wanted to give him the 3rd and 16. I think in a regular season game we would probably check the ball down there and kick field goals, but we wanted to put him in some situations, and I think he came out of it. But at the end of the day, he took us down in the 2-minute at the end of the half, and it was a heck of a ball to Robbie. So, like everyone else, there'll be some good, some bad. We'll go back, watch the tape. He'll grow from it, but I thought overall good effort.
Take away from Joey and Ryan's day today?
Obviously Ryan, literally just flew in yesterday, brought a pair of cleats, came here today, walked around, looked at the field. First time on our turf, first time with a new snapper holder. So to go out there and make a 52-yarder start, I think that was obviously encouraging. So that's one of the reasons why we made the move to bring him in, see what he can do, and we got a good starting picture from him. And obviously Joey, unfortunately missed the kick wide right, but did kick the ball off well. So, like all of our players, we're rooting for them all, and we'll go back, watch the tape, see what happened, try to keep it consistent in terms of the snappers and holders with the guys, so that we could have a good picture and to compare.
A couple different guys went up to Joey on the sideline and were kind of comforting him, and Shaq Thompson pulled him aside and said, whatever he said to him, but something positive. What does that say about the kind of player he is on your team, and what do you say to him after a night like tonight?
Yeah, he's a wonderful person, and he's worked really hard, and he's made a lot of kicks, and he's done a lot of good things, and he's just in one of those places right now where he's just, he's struggling, right? When you struggle at a lot of other positions, people don't know it. When you struggle at that position, unfortunately, it's magnified. So, but he's been a brother to these guys. He's worked with these guys, and so they want to see him succeed. So, it's the power of the locker room. It's the brotherhood that you're hoping to try to create, and so. Joey's an unbelievable person, and he hasn't shied away from any of this. He's trying to work his way through it. He's out there kicking extra, doing extra, trying to just mechanically get himself to where he wants to be.
How good and important was it for you guys to come out and get the win today?
Obviously we wanted to win, but I think more importantly, just how we win. Take the ball away 3 times, to not turn the ball over. We started the first game off 3 weeks ago with 10 penalties or 13 penalties, whatever it was. I think we had 3 tonight. Still, nothing's perfect. We have a lot of work to do, but I thought it was relatively clean. Especially not having Christian out there. It's encouraging in terms of some of the things that we did. Defensively, it really encouraged. I know that's a good football team. They played a lot of their offensive linemen. Some of their tight ends, some of the receivers. So they would face some good players out there. And, I think our defense is playing fast and hard. And so encouraged by a lot of things, but also knowing that a lot of things are, you can't mask the bad things just because you won the game.
Matt, when will you make a decision on the kick?
Not sure the timetable. And that, that's honestly, I think this is, we brought Ryan in knowing that, hey, we have a couple days until the cuts to make a decision about him. And so, I'll get with Scott probably tomorrow morning, and we'll see where we are at every position, and take the next couple of days to try to be thorough in our decisions.
You started off giving them equal opportunities to kick, and then you kind of did more for Ryan, and you always went back to Joey at the end. But was there just to see more of Ryan, or what was the thinking behind it?
We went into it with hey, we were gonna let Ryan kick off and then kick the first one, let Joey, depending on where it was, kick the second one, and then let Ryan kick most of the rest of the night. And, obviously we had some field goal attempts and some touchdowns, so we had a chance to let the guys kick a lot, so I wasn't sure how many we'd have. So I just wanted to make sure I'd at least see each of them kick once, right? And so it's just kind of the way the night played out.
I know you kind of felt fortunate when you got the 2-minute opportunity with Sam. How do you feel like, number one, he executed it, but number two, how good is that for him to get that in a game situation?
Yeah, I think the situational football, the third downs, the red zone, the 2-minute. We got all of those things today with the ones. Some things we did well, some things we didn't do well. I think we executed on that drive. I think it was a 4th and 3. We hit DJ, so we executed the 4th down. So I mean, we just want to put him in all those situations, right? And he's played a lot of football, just trying to get him. And when I say him, that's Sam, but everyone else, just trying to get them to play within our system and trust the play calls Joe makes and trust the process we have and just stay within themselves. So guys are going to make mistakes. We're going to correct them and just keep trying to be a better football team each week.
You said all preseason, Sam doesn't have to be a leader. You got a lot of those. You just want him to focus on being a quarterback. What did you see tonight that kind of supported that?
Yeah, and I'm going to make sure I say that because some of the coaches have asked me what I want him to do is I don't want him to focus on being a leader. I think his leadership will emerge with his work ethic, and I think you're starting to see a guy that has some leadership that emerges, and he's not maybe going to get the guys up and give a speech, the rah-rah speech guy, but he is a guy he's starting to demand accountability from guys, and guys play for him because, he doesn't make excuses, so I think, I believe in true leadership. I don't believe in convenient leadership. There's a lot of convenient leaders out there that, say the right things at the big moments, but they don't live that way and do that. I think if you live a life of doing the right things and people want to hear what you have to say. And Sam is, I think he's emerging and developing in that way. But the most important thing is be the first guy in the building, the last guy to leave, work hard. And really, we're lucky we have 3 quarterbacks who are like that. And so that's the culture in that room, which is awesome.
Did you like what you saw from PJ and Will, and do you think that PJ will stay at that number 2 position?
Yep, not ready to say that yet. I thought PJ was really good when he was in there. Made the big throw to Tommy. Made the big throw on the sideline to David. Made the over route to Shai. I think he put a lot of balls in guys' hands. They didn't necessarily make the play that we would like, but I thought he was good. Took us down and scored. And then I thought Will was excellent as well. Will made some plays with his feet. I'm really happy to see that from Will. He went out there and had a lot of the guys that are 2s and 3s with him and still found a way to move the team. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about moving the team. So as I've said all along, I feel really good about these 2 guys. So we have tough decisions obviously to make over the next couple of days. We'll start really early tomorrow morning as a staff and as a personnel staff. But just happy for these guys that they went out and played well.
This will be the last question.
Oh, do you have an update on Shai?
You know what? I don't. I just saw his father as I was walking in here. I don't know exactly where that's at. It didn't sound like it was here, but it sounded like it was significant. So we'll see. We'll see what the extent is. I hate to say something and have it not be right when they go look at it. So I'm happy to answer that other one if you want me to.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
What's going on, guys?
Sam, how did it feel to be out there today for the longest that you've ever, been in game-like action here at Carolina?
Yeah, it was great. There was some good, there was some bad, so it was good to get out there and get that feel, game feel, and I think all the starters can attest to, how, there was some good, there was some bad, and we just got to watch the tape and learn from it.
How did you think that last 2-minute drive in particular went, and also talk, I guess, about a couple of ones you would like to have gotten back?
Yeah, that 2-minute drive or, that last drive at the end there was good. To get down there and score was really good for us. We kind of stalled there a little bit at the end of the first, going into the second quarter. So again, it's just stuff that we got to learn from, and we will.
You feel ready now after tonight for the regular season?
Yeah, we got a couple weeks left, but again, like I said, we'll just watch the tape, learn from it, and then we'll have some practices, and we'll be ready to roll.
Trying to throw that ball to Robbie back shoulder. What was the touchdown pass?
Yeah, just a back shoulder throw.
I think we were kind of caught off guard when Matt said that your chemistry with DJ is almost better than it was with Robbie, given your relationship with Robbie. How much have you kind of grown towards DJ, and that really showed tonight?
Yeah, DJ's a great receiver, him and Robbie. They're both they're easy to read, coming out of cuts, and so it makes it easier for us as a quarterback.
How do you think things have gotten easier for you this year compared to last year?
I think just for me, it's really just learning from last year and understanding when to get the ball out and in a timely manner. You know, I think that's the biggest thing is just finding completions when they're when the defense does a good job of covering guys. So just got to keep learning from that and getting better in that area.
Sam, how much of the offense would you say you guys showed tonight?
I mean, I don't think I should answer that. You know, but for us, you know, we did a good job of running our base stuff, and I think our guys executed it really well.
Matt said he didn't love the play where it was almost a sack fumble. What should you have done there?
Yeah, I think, you know, if I look at it and, you know, I'm back there and feel like, you know, guys are, you know, I'm getting a little bit of pressure and I feel like I just need to throw it away because that's an area of the field where, you know, if you take a sack, you might get out of field goal range. So, you know, I was looking to dump it off to the running back, and if he wasn't there, I was just going to throw it at his feet, and pressure got to me, and just tried to get it off in any way I could. So.
Couple more.
Your initial thoughts on Marshall? He just, 3 games and he keeps making plays. What's your thoughts about him as a
Yeah, you know, he's been showing it in practice. So it's good that, you know, it's translating over to the game, but, you know, he's just got to continue to work hard and learn the system.
I know you didn't have Christian out there with you, but you had him enjoying practices. How comfortable are you when this kind of goes to another level, when you get him on the field with you for an actual game?
Yeah, Christian's a good player, so, you know, it only, you know, helps us when he's out there. So, yeah, you know, he's going to be a tremendous part of this offense, and we can't wait to have him out there.
16 days you're going to be playing here in a regular season game. Is there anything you feel like this offense or you need to do to be ready for that game?
Yeah, we just need to fix the details. For me personally, you know, just clean up some of the reads. I think that's the biggest thing from tonight is, you know, if something's not there, understanding where my outs are. So.
Decision T-shirt in here both last 2 weeks, and what's the significance of that?
Yeah, you know, Coach Rhule and, you know, us as players, we talk about it all the time. You know, there's no decision on what it, you know, if we have a lift or if we have to do more, if we feel like we got to watch more film, there's no decision to it. So that's kind of the significance of it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
We can start with questions.
All right.
JJ? Camera showed you kind of talking to Joey there in the late stages of the game. Could you talk about that conversation and what it's like seeing a guy you've gotten to know struggle so publicly?
Yeah, what we talked about we'll keep between ourselves, but he's a good friend and he's a really good kicker, and the last couple of weeks have been not what we all had hoped, and so we were just chatting as friends and as teammates, and it was a good talk.
What do you think of the new kicker?
He's tall. We just met today, so haven't really had a chance to get to talk with him much other than the particulars of football. So he was obviously in New York with Graham, and so I called Graham, and he had nothing but good things to say. So that's always a good way to start a relationship with everyone, kind of saying you're a good guy.
Did you get much of a chance to kind of in pregame sort of see his swing and just sort of see what he brings to the field?
Yeah, you're trying to get some timing going. I think that takes weeks and months and years to really know each other in and out. So you're trying to rush some of that and do it all in a pregame. And most of those conversations are going to be between the kicker and the holder. I'm trying to do my piece and get kind of on their timing. So we try to do as much of that we could in pregame. We've done it before in the preseason. It's not an unusual thing. So nothing new there.
Never looked that big in number 9. What have you ever been around a bigger kicker?
Probably not a guy as thick as him. Harrison was 6'5", so we've had tall kickers, we've had big kickers. Every kicker that's been through here in probably 15 years has had a bunch of muscle. So.
When you see someone like Joey, who you've spent this much time around and kind of seen him since he came in to take Graham's spot, you know, when Graham was injured and all of that, and see him going through this, I mean, how do you kind of view that as a veteran on this team and helping a young guy like that out?
Well, he's a great kicker, and I try to offer words of encouragement, perspective. Our coaches do the same thing. Like, obviously, you know, Chase played. He's been in a lot of these wars. Having Mike Cyphers around the last 4 or 5 weeks helps. You know, the kickers in particular. Ed is there to give encouragement and kind of explain what he sees. So some player perspective, certainly tons of coaching perspective. As far as a player goes, you're trying to make sure you're doing your part, and just try to give perspective. I mean, there's no advice a long snapper can give to a kicker, but do my job to the best of my ability, and really work on timing and rhythm and all those things.
JJ, did you take every snap tonight?
No, I took. I think I took all but one field goal, and then Thomas did all the punts today.
What's been the relationship with you and Fletch, and how's that kind of developed over time?
It's been really good. You know, Thomas is a really good young man. He's a really good long snapper. He has tons of stories from Alabama, so we've loved to pick his brain. And he's because of his family, spent the last little bit of time in Phoenix, where I'm from. So we've had plenty of icebreaker questions, and that's led to a really good relationship. We've certainly enjoyed competing against each other here for the last, whatever it's been, 3 or 4 months. So it's been great getting to know him. It's been nice having another guy in the building that knows what you're doing, you know, what you're going through.
Matt said the other day, he said that you came in focused this year. Did drafting a long snapper kind of get your attention?
Oh, and someone asked me this a couple days ago. I mean, I think I was probably a little numb the first couple of days. But my off-season preparation started in February, so not that drafting Thomas did not change anything about the way I prepared for the season or any other season for that matter.
It's interesting.
What's that? Having a player drafted at your position. There's only one of us, so you understand that there's a lot of ramifications that come with it. So that it was just shocking, but I understand it's the business, and so after a day or two, got back to work, and it's been normal since then.
When the camp started, many people, us, were wondering, are you going to be here at the end of this camp? Because they are drafting a long snapper. And now here at the end, you're consoling a guy that everybody thought would make the team in Joey, and he may not make it. What is that whole dynamic like?
I think we're all on day-to-day contracts, and so, you know, each day we have to all come out and compete for our job, and so I don't know if I've really given that much thought, to be quite honest. I don't know if I have a better answer for you than that.
Do you think with your performance this summer, you deserve to be the long snapper?
It's not my decision to make. I feel really proud of the way I've performed. I feel really good about what I'm doing. I feel really good in general. And so that's not really my decision to make. Hopefully it'll go my way, but I'm excited for the season.
JJ, special teams made a big play today to set the tone before the first touchdown. How you keep the guys motivated in that unit so you can make a big impact every time you guys are on the field?
You know, special teams is so random at times, especially, you know, a muffed punt, a bad bounce to the ball. You have to play every play like it's coming to you, and we only get so many. I think we had, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, 6 punts and maybe a couple kick returns. So that's 8 plays, 9 plays in the game. And obviously kicks, you know, those kind of go without saying, but you just never know which ball is going to bounce to you. And, you know, I think back to, we've had a couple punts over the last few years that we've scored touchdowns, and those are game-changing plays. Anytime you can get 50 yards of field position and get the ball mean, the crowd would go nuts for a 50-yard pass to get a muffed punt and be down there, and the guys they're hustling, they're flying around, and then obviously you saw the excitement of the guys and trying to score. It's a muffed punt, so they can't score, but they still want to score, right? And just playing every play like the ball could be coming to them. We talk about having the hat on your head, and that means time to make the play. And so it was cool to see that. We've had a couple of those this preseason. That's been fun. It keeps the energy high.
We'll do one more. JJ, what's the next 2 days going to be like for you leading up till Tuesday?
Same as every other day. I mean, I think we'll come back in tomorrow. We'll watch the film. We'll treat it like the day after a game, and then we'll start preparing for the Jets. And so I'll show up and do the same thing we do every single day.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Good to see you all in person.
We can start with questions.
Robbie, what did you see from Sam tonight, especially on that back shoulder throw to you?
I think Sam, he looked comfortable. He looked efficient. Looked pretty good to me.
Get a touchdown in the books there.
Get ready for the season. Get used to it.
What did you see out of Sam running this offense tonight that you didn't see out of him at times with the Jets?
I mean, it's can't really compare. I mean, if you're comparing it based off like the offense itself is, really different. You know what I'm saying? But I just see like a more mature player, and just seems a lot more comfortable out there.
First time you've taken the game field with your new contract, were there any different emotions, or did you feel a different way knowing that you're locked up for the long term now with this team?
No, I didn't really look at it like that from that perspective. Honestly, I just took the same approach that I would take regardless, So I don't really say from that aspect, I really thought of it like that.
Last time we talked to you, you hadn't had a chance to speak to your friends and family since signing the contract. Well, what was it like, I guess, hearing from them? What were the messages like?
Well, everybody just congratulating me and happy for me and seeing my hard work continue to pay off and just wishing well for the most part.
Robbie, what did you think of the offense tonight? I know it wasn't Pittsburgh's starting defense, but how did you think the offense performed?
I think we did what we were supposed to do for the most part. I think we executed, sustained our drives, always room for improvement, but I think we did pretty good from my perspective.
In terms of that room for improvement, anything in particular you feel like needs to get fixed or worked on?
No, I mean, I had to see the film to pinpoint that, but I think there's always room for improvement.
Terrace Marshall and what he's done so far.
I think he's come in and, work every day and, just trying to learn as much as he can and apply it, and just keep his head down and take it one day at a time.
How excited are you for the regular season to get started?
I'm ready for the regular season. Can't lie. Was kind of happy that game tonight was over with, so could get for real now.
How happy are you that week one's against the Jets?
No, I'm excited about that, But I'm happy that the season started, not just by one particular opponent, just all in all,
Good. Thank you, Robbie.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Thank you, brother.
Hello.
Ryan, what's the last 24 hours been like for you?
It's been a journey. It's really fun to go from one city to the next and then play a game. I can't thank the Giants organization enough. Coach Judge, T-Mac, Quinn for helping me get to this spot. Can't thank the Carolina Panthers enough giving me a chance. So the last 24 hours has been it's a whirlwind. but a blessing. Incredible birthday present yesterday, so I'm just excited to be here, trying to learn my teammates' names and just get better every single day. So.
Find out the news.
About you.
Sorry. Could you restart that? Sorry.
JJ Jansen mentioned that he called Graham Gano and asked him about you. He had nothing but nice things to say. Can you talk a little bit about the relationship that you and Graham were able to, I guess, foster through training camp?
Yeah, Graham is like an older brother to me now. He is just one of the most incredible, genuine people that I've ever met. He taught me everything that he could in a short amount of time, and just hanging out with him every single night, watching movies or whatever. So super thankful for Graham and investing his time and effort into me because he wants the best for me. So if I could give him a hug right now, I would.
Did you choose his number here that he wore here?
No, I didn't. It was a pretty funny joke when I found out, and then I was able to tell him. So I was like, I'm gonna try and do my best Graham Gano impersonation tonight. So it was an honor.
Did he tell you anything when you found out you were coming down here? Anything about this team or anything like that?
Oh, he helped me so much. He just gave me a ton of information. I mean, it was really cool walking off the practice field yesterday, and he was one of the first guys there to give me a big old hug. Just biggest happy smile on his face to see me go into a place like this that he knows is really, really good, and they care about the players. So Graham's amazing.
Ryan, it's a preseason game, I understand, but given the circumstances, were there nerves for you?
I mean, if you're not nervous, you don't really care. So of course there's a little bit, but you're just trying to get better every single kick, every single time you go out on the field. And I'm trying to learn my teammates' names right now. And I'm just trying to do my job to the best of the ability that I have. I've been blessed with an amazingly strong leg for some weird reason, but I'm going to use it and glorify God in the way that He wants me to. So, taking it one step at a time, taking it one day at a time.
You mentioned the whirlwind. I thought I heard Matt Rhule say you needed to go get cleats when you got here. Is that accurate or no?
Yeah. I mean, I have red, white, and blue cleats in my bag. And I was like, all right, I need to get some Panther color cleats. So, yep.
Did that involve just coming here to get, or did you need to have a special shoe you need?
No, they had some for me here. Yep.
Ryan, that 52-yarder, describe your emotions as you saw it hit the right upright and bounce in.
Yeah, it was a great operation by everyone. Super thankful for the line, JJ, Joe. It was just a great operation. So I did the best of my ability, and very fortunate that it got a good kick into the upright. So obviously going to get better. We'll watch the film. We'll get back to the practice field, and we'll sharpen things up.
JJ said something to the effect of you got to take weeks and months of chemistry and condense it down into 24 hours. How difficult was that trying to get a new holder, new snapper, and everything with everything that was on the line tonight?
Yeah, well, it was helpful for me to have confidence in the guys when I knew they had it all last season together as well. I trust them. I met them last night for the first time, and I was like, hey, I'm going to trust you no matter what. So just give me a chance, and I'll do the best that I can.
How quickly were you down here?
I think I walked off the practice field at like 1, got a flight at 4:30, got in at like 8, and then just ran with it.
Less than 24 hours.
Yeah, ran with it. Yeah, it's been amazing. Thankful that my wife's here with me. She's been incredible the whole process.
So were you still at the Giants facility when you got the call about the trade coming off? You said coming off the practice field?
Right. So we were doing joint practices in New England. So I was walking off the Patriots practice field and then had to fly out from Boston.
And you got here around, you said about 8 o'clock. Did you come to the facility, or what did you do at 8?
Yeah, just procedural things as soon as I got in. So physical, getting fitted for everything. Yep.
Take it you're staying at a hotel, or?
Yeah.
And what you said, it's just you and your wife's with?
Correct.
What's her name?
Her name's Ellen.
Ellen?
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
You just got married too, right?
Yeah, 2 months ago yesterday. Yeah. It's been awesome so far.
Have you gotten to talk with Joey much since, I mean, I know it's been a day, but like, what have your conversations with Joey been like?
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to help me as much as possible get adjusted here. Joey's great, so.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man.
Is that it?
Yep.
Jordan?
Yep.
Bruce?
Yep.
That's it?
Yes.
Yes, please.